Welcome. So we're back again on heaven, the word heaven. This is Crime Queen. If you're joining us for the first time, this is where we are having fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise, and of course, with actualizing self-full love. We are actualizing self-full love. I don't know if it's because of my notion of heaven is that place of blissfulness, that place of delight and deliciousness, of milk and honey, but I'm feeling like I'm on a real high. I'm feeling like um really on a different realm, on the fifth dimension. I'm just having fun. Fun, of course. It would be right. That would be evident because when you are having fun, fun is it equals five. That means you are a new creature. The new creature is the fox. Now, I don't mean just this fox. This is an external earthly representation of being cunning, of being wise, of knowing when to open your mouth and knowing when to shut, knowing when to eat, knowing when to sit, knowing when to think, knowing when to keep quiet. That's what we are talking about. Okay. We are exploring the scriptures on Genesis of chapter 1, verse 1. And this is with the purpose of understanding how the scriptures have impacted our lives and how we can use whatever we have learned or what is there to be learned, or looking at things from a different perspective. Of course, this is what we do because if you are looking above, you can't see what is beneath. If you're looking to your left, you can't see what's to your right. But then there is a place of wholeness where we really do not have to be looking with these external eyes. And that is what we are trying to capture the essence and sustenance of that way of seeing and being. So when we open our third eye, when we can really activate our pineal gland or kundalini, which actually is in direct correlation with the number five, as it will Eve, as it will Christ, as it will five senses, and all of those things encapsulated together. There is where we become whole, accepting all of what is. The word is equals 10. And we have done the numerical value for the word tongue in the mouth or heaven, and those equal 10. And even the word hell too equals 10 because some people do get joy being in hell. That's why some people stay in hell because there's something delicious about it somehow to them, or something. It's like where it is called, or where one can say it seemed like a payoff. So we continue, we go through we continue a cycle, we go round and round, and it is hell, but we stay there because there is a kind of nurturing. It feeds us, it feeds the gap that we are trying to maintain or sustain. So back to create and even, there we are. We are talking about it's the word heaven that equals 10. And so we see how we can even it's our job, our Job, like in the scriptures. In fact, Job equals 9. So here we have that 9. Our job is to even out our understanding of our existence. Mm, 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 mm. Sometimes I say things and it kind of comes out of my air and I think, well, okay, did I say that? So, well, whatever. I'll just observe it. I'll just observe it. But it just is so delicious. This is what I mean. It rings so wonderfully, and in the sense of sustenance, in the sense of nurturing, it rings in a way that it feeds. It's like it comes out and and it cycles back inside in a sort of refinement that I hadn't acknowledged before. Perhaps that is why we are given the gift of language to speak so we can hear it. And this is what I want to really focus on, our hearing, the EAR. And we see how I haven't gone too much in the biological aspect or makeup of the air, but we know about the rings because it's cycle, it is sound. And hence, this is why God said, I haven't given you the spirit of fear, which is there's an F in front of the EAR. I haven't given you that. The face, I've just got it. I haven't given you the spirit of fear because F, which denotes that face, like Facebook. The face is face, it's this way, and the air is onto those sides. And this is why sometimes it is said, oh, this is wonderful, this is delicious. Come to me with your fear and trembling, or whatever it is. That means come to me with this F and with this air. Come with the F here. Now the F, I have been trying to make sense of Facebook, the symbol of F for Facebook, and I have just got it. It's like a T. Of course, it is the forehead. I love this. Facebook got it perfect. It is the F, that face, the forehead. This is so delicious. Thank you, Facebook. Okay. So this is the forehead, a person's face. And this is where the two eyes. This is the nose. This is the nose hair. And this is where our mouth. This is the forehead. This is the face. And God said, come. This is the thing about the face of the deep. Back to Genesis of chapter 1. And God saw the face of the deep. So there were eyes that met. God's eye and Eve's eye, which is in the waters, the eyes met. Or the third eye up here also met. They met here at that point. Of course, creation would have made meeting points here too. The 4 points. Okay. So back to the spirit of air. And there we see that the air, the sound, because everything we see is circles. Our mouth is a circle, our nostrils circle, our eyes or air circle. So there we have the air. And we see that create has in it it also have EAR. So let's do this here. EAR. And it has it. This is where the et of the fruit. Let's do this. Okay. So we can see what happens here. It's like there's a barrel here. Or a barrel, and there's an air or food or crunching or things happening in the middle of create. There's like sound, there's like food or nurturing, because if God were to, of course, look like I have showed with the eye, and air. I'm just thinking of the word I as well. Okay. Of course, if we were to take off the cross over the T, we could say that was an I or L, but there we see this is what the F is about as well. As I said before, it's also showing like it will a face, and the air. All right, so we have face, we have air. back to we are on 10 minutes. So I am mentioning minutes, and we are talking because about numbers as well. So I'm endeavoring to keep the presentations to bite sizes because we are talking about nourishment, we are talking about food, we are talking about ingestion, create. We do not really necessarily want to go overboard, otherwise, we make ourselves sick. So, let's do it. This is how we do it. Okay, so basically, we want to even all our understanding and what we are doing, and there is 19, so this is what we are trying to do, like 20 minutes. So perhaps to even things out, I'm going to pay attention when it comes to about 19 minutes to even things out, so it gives me that time to sort of tie things together. Mm-mm-mm. I love it. Okay, so I have the knack of that. So here we are with the word earth, because God created the heaven and the earth. The earth also has, I would love to use contrast for this. For this, let's see if this is going to allow us a little contrast. So we have air, and we have, of course, yeah, air. Okay, so I've written earth twice. Okay, but it's heart. H O Heart. So we have the air in the middle of the heart. Now I have done presentations on that because I thought that was perhaps one of the most delicious presentations or insight that I have had. The air in the middle. It kind of reminds me about someone caressing me on the air. They must have known something very profound about the air, because the air is in the middle of the heart. We hear with our heart. That's an insight. That's a wonderful insight. We think we are hearing with this. This is just a drum. It's just a sound. It's a horn. It's an echo. It's an external echo of what is in the heart. Isn't that delicious? And that is what numerology has presented to me. To understanding, it has opened a pathway, a gateway that I can absorb the essence and the nutrition of words and numbers and growth and development. I hope it is doing that with you too. Please leave your comments if this has resonated with you in any way whatsoever. Oh, I love it. Okay. I think the word resonate as well. RES. Okay, I was thinking it's got or reason has got the word air in it as well. Okay. Um. Yes. All right. So this is the thing when you're on that trail, you are just absorbing. It's like you are on a pathway, and that's what it is. If you are on the M25, that's where you're at. You cannot be on the M25 and the M1 at the same time. I don't know if they've changed things, but I'm just making, and that this is a highway in London or in England, in case you are wondering what I'm talking about. Okay, and there's the M, of course, and here we have used the M's. It's the M25, the M1, the M. Oh, we've got it. We've nailed it. All right. So back to Earth. So these are a list of words, of course, that I have extracted from the word heaven and the word earth, and the word heart, because earth and heart is really one and the same. I was so um, I was so taken aback. I don't know if this is the elated. I was so elated when I realized that the earth is synonymous with the heart. I was so elated. And that in itself tells us everything. How we treat the earth is how we treat our heart. And how we treat our heart is how we treat the earth. That was so profound. How we treat, I'm going to say this again. If we pay attention to how we treat our hearts, we will understand that that is exactly how we treat the earth. And so one is mirroring the other. Okay. I really feel that that is something to anchor on. And the word anchor actually equals 5. The word anchor actually is synonymous with the word key in numerical value. It open, it close. Open is 5. I think close or lock is 5. Let's say lock is 5. You open is 5. Lock is 5. So we are the key in how we treat the earth. Whatever the earth, how the earth is, or how we see the earth is how we see ourselves. We are responsible to looking after the earth. The earth looks after us. Oh, okay. So please hear me. Please hear me. The H, I've always seen H as a ladder. So it's as if it were a vibrational ladder that takes us, because it equals 8. H equals 8. And so it is also synonymous, we could say, with our DNA system or structure. We just put it with 8. Let's just do that. Something to that effect. It's like a chain. We could use it to go up Jacob's ladder or spinal cord, or we could use it to go down. This is what we can do with hearing. And it's no wonder there is the bar where we can step on. That's what H in hearing really signifies. So when we are asked and it says, hey, the H has come, it has encapsulated everything that we are, to show us to pay attention to EAR, the 6. EAR is 6, that is 10, 9 and 1, 10, and 5 is 15. I've just seen something so beautiful. I might have seen it before and made note of it before, but I'm going to mention it now. So EAR is 15, and this is why we are saying that 15 is a love number, and hence lovers know that. Lovers know something about the air. Lovers know something about whispering sweet words in the air. Lovers know about caressing the air. Lovers know about the sound waves that spirals and goes down to our heart through the H in the letter, through the H, hair. It's like stepping down into the heart. When we hear, we step down into the heart. With the T at the end, it's like you have nailed it. The guy know when he's got the girl and he's nailed it. With the T, this is why we say to the T. It is perfect, like to the T. Nothing more after that. This is where it's at, AT, which is the 3 vibration. Okay, so the purpose of this, now we are 19, and it's nice to really talk it, because it's like it's given the subconscious mind words that command. So I'm going to wrap up and say, okay, if you like this presentation, we are going to do another presentation, continue this. Click the like button and share because this is how we do it. We share to actualize in self-full love. Stay blessed, stay bright, be filled, be ignited because we are planting new seeds and spill over with love. I done it this time in 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. Remember to click and share. Thank you.